guys, and welcome to the first ever Caucus Challenge after show. This is your host and former champ, Deja.
What's poppin'? I'm Easy. Tonight we watched the premiere of the Caucus Challenge Season 10.
And what's a better theme than rivals for this milestone?
Earlier we asked our viewers to ask us questions on our Instagram page, so Deja and I have our guests here to ask a few questions about the season and what's to come. Tonight we have Monica.
We have Natalie.
And we have Tori.
Unfortunately, everyone's favorite Mike could not be here tonight, but we do have a video chat when we FaceTimed him earlier today.
My name is Asia. I am a former champion. Last time I was on the challenge was like 3 years ago. It was like 3 years ago, right? Yeah, it was. And I was it was on Invasion. I wish you would have saw that.
You gotta come back.
I will. Just you're not gonna know when, cause surprise.
Okay.
So introduce yourself. Who are you? I know you're a rookie, but like.
It's my rookie season of the Caucus Challenge. I had a lot of fun. I can't wait to come back. Big fan of it. It was cool to see like a lot of people that I watched too on it, you know.
Yeah, it's like meeting celebrities, right?
Yeah, I guess like local celebrities.
First things first. I messed with you heavy. Like, it was a little dirty your game, a little bit, but
I mean, you come to win, you know. And I didn't know anybody, so it's not like I had any alliances or nothing. You know, I liked the green team; they were fun. But they're the only people who really talked to us. So, like, I guess if you want to call it an alliance, like that's the only one we really had.
So I want to know, since you're new, what's the story behind like you and Christine? Where are you guys at now? Are you friends? Are you not friends? What's up with that?
We never really saw eye to eye until recently, so we just wanted to come back on the show. Well, not come back on it, but like come on the show and like, you know, try to like build our friendship.
Okay, and is it like better now?
Yeah, I mean, we went out the day after, as soon as we got eliminated. We came back home and went out and had a great time. And like I see her here and there. Like we're not best friends, but we're cool.
Okay, the show makes people friends again. Okay, we do that out here. So now to your game. I like you, don't get me wrong, but you're playing a little dirty. So what was your strategy trying to sabotage Natalie by taking her balls and stuff? Like, what was that? What was going through your mind?
It wasn't personal. I think it was just because it was just down like 2 of us or 3 of us. And I heard someone say you can hit the balls away, so if that could help me, which it didn't, I was going to try to do it.
Okay, anything takes to win. Okay. Okay. Now, you said that Tori and Natalie were weak.
Since you said that they were weak, what made you want to pick Sabina and for elimination?
Because it was a physical challenge.
Okay.
And
yeah,
I
but
mean,
what
like,
do you think that would have been a disadvantage for your partner? Because have you seen Sabina?
She's all boobs.
I saw what she's about. It's okay.
I think your partner kind of held her own. I just finished watching it. She held her own when it came to the poll. I like that. She didn't give up. Now, my dear friend, what about, trust me, I know the kid's a lot of mouth. I've been around him for a very long time. What about him, since it is a game, what about him triggered you to the point where you said something? You confronted him.
Okay, I'm just going to put it very bluntly and nicely. Like, whoever you are, someone's talking right next to you and just going off on you, like he was doing it for like at least 5 minutes, and that's like a long time for me to keep my mouth shut, you know? And like, yeah, there's an age gap.
I mean, it's over with, it's done with. Like,
yeah.
I'm not going to bring it into it like another season or whatever.
Like, he's just mad at me because I picked him. That's it.
Okay, yeah, he does that. He does get mad. We all do. I'm not gonna lie. You know, you take some stuff from the game.
Well, I would be pissed too, but like I wouldn't like be going off like that.
But now, if you come back, let's say, and let's say that you come back, which you seem like you want to,
And it seems like you're probably going to because of what I just saw. Do you think that like fighting with him, because you know he has been here for a while, so he has the numbers. So do you think that that's kind of gonna set you back a little bit, knowing that he has those numbers and you kind of don't?
It doesn't bother me. I mean, I'll go in elimination. Listen, like I told you, I come to compete. Like I enjoy competing, so like I don't play a scared game. Sometimes it'll bite me in the ass, like it did, but I mean sometimes it won't.
See, that's the energy I mess with, because I don't like scared players either. And if you're just gonna follow that, then please leave.
I'm gonna be honest. If he's ever on my team, like I will carry him to the finish line if I need to. Like I like to win.
Good thing that you said that, because after that fight, your cast members had a little not so nice words to say. Like, why are you fighting with, is he 13? 13? Why are you fighting with a 13-year-old? Why are you saying something? I can,
in my face saying it.
I can kind of, see your eye level there as to why you said something, because you were getting pissed and he was, like I said, his own mouth. But when it comes to the game, it's all about mental. Like, you cannot let his voice get to you. I know it's hard.
Cannot let that voice get to you.
So I just want to know, like, do you have anything to say to your cast members? Because it seemed like half of them liked you and then half of them were just like, peace, like, see you never.
What do you have to say to that?
I mean, the ones I liked, I hope like me back, but that's really, I didn't get to talk to everybody. So I don't blame them for not knowing me or judging me for 2 hours of being there.
Okay, I like your mindset because you, like how you said, you come to play. You're not really coming to make friends.
But at the end of the day, it is a social game. I have played this game. I have also won this game. It is a social game. You need the numbers to stay. If I were you, I mean, play your game. Come to win.
Do what you gotta do in order to make it to that final and win that money.
Absolutely. I mean, like, obviously, if I make friends, it's awesome. You know, usually I'm friends with everybody, you know? So it's not, I'm not coming there just to not talk to everybody, but at the end of the game, also, I'm coming there to win.
This is one of my last questions, actually. So when you were leaving, like, who were you rooting for, and who, like, weren't, like, who didn't you care about, actually?
Green team, Alex and Sabina.
Okay, and then the rest, it was like...
I didn't really get to talk to them, so it's not like I'm rooting against them. It's just...
Okay.
That's who really I talked to while I was there.
Well, I appreciate you answering honestly, and...
Nice to meet you, by the way.
Nice to meet you, too.
Definitely probably wanna link up.
In a challenge, work with you a little bit.
I mean, like, spread that hint. I'm fine with it.
But,
I gotta get ready for work though. It's nice meeting you.
nice meeting you, too. Bye.
I'll see you soon.
Bye.
Okay, so that premiere was
Crazy.
That first challenge was honestly intense.
There's a lot of screaming.
A lot of tears.
If it was me, I probably would have sworn.
Well, we're gonna get a little bit more in detail with that a little later in the show. But right now, let's ask the girls some of our questions.
So, girls, what was going through your mind when you first came to compete?
Did you ever think that you were gonna lift up a bag and see an enemy of yours underneath there?
I did hear, little birdie did tell me that this season was going to be rivals, but I did not expect my partner at all. I expected, actually, Lindsay. I don't know if you guys remember her. She was in some season.
Spring Fling?
Spring Fling, yeah. She was paired up with Clarence. Yeah.
And what about you?
So I knew it was rivals because when we discovered the riddle, it was rivalries. So I knew it was rivals. When I opened the bag, I was kind of expecting Malin since you guys saw Deception in the reunion. So I was expecting Malin, but I wasn't too surprised with Victoria because we did have some beef, like high school drama. He said, she said.
Okay, I'm Tori.
I was in shock because I didn't know. I was under the impression that I was going to be with Alex.
I was expecting Alex, and then Nat third me. It was kind of weird.
Okay. So the first challenge seemed a little confusing. I feel like all three of you were just confused. Tori, you had just came up for like fresh air for the first time in forever.
How was it for you three? Were you tired?
Did you feel anything? Like, how was it?
The group that I started off with, we were told the rules before, obviously, anyone that was in the bag. We were just expecting to get a partner, whatever. We didn't know what it was.
I wasn't confused at all, you know.
If you paid attention at the beginning, they told you have to explain these rules to your partner because
Obviously, they're in a bag. They don't know.
after I lifted the bag, I ran and I'm explaining the rules to my partner so we get it down. We know what's to come after every obstacle. So it wasn't that difficult. It's a matter of, are we going to win? Are we going to come in first place?
Like Monica said, when Andrew first separated us into two teams, I was with Monica, so we were explaining the rules. But like Tori's team, they weren't explained anything, so I had to explain it when I uncovered her from the bag. So I was tired when I got to the bag. I really didn't want to run and shoot a tennis ball. I was so tired. It was like 9 o'clock in the morning. I was over it, so.
I was a little frustrated because I was supposed to be an alternate and people don't know how to show up. So going into the game, I wasn't really in it to compete. I just kind of wanted to get it over with. So like, I feel like we kind of blew the first round. We could have done a little bit better, but it is what it is.
This question is mainly for like Natalie and Tori, especially Natalie. When Mike was blocking your balls, why didn't you think to, I don't know, go look for the balls instead of just standing there? Because that was just wasting time. You guys could have won, like, because you're fast.
Were you just in like game mode and you just weren't thinking like all the way straight?
To be honest, when Mike had the ball, he threw our ball, so those were 2 balls that I only thought that there was 2 balls left, but I didn't know that there was extra tennis balls in the bucket until Oscar or someone said it, and then Victoria started throwing me the tennis balls.
So
I think it was just lack of communication. So like,
Yeah.
everyone was a little confused because people were just like throwing them and then it was just going down the street. So there probably was like 7 balls at the end of the street by the end of the game.
So do you feel that Mike, as a rookie, kind of played the game dirty a little bit too soon?
Or
came in
did you
way
think
too
that he was
cocky.
coming in way too hot?
He was coming way too cocky.
Yeah, like, it was kind of just like we were minding our own business. Like, it was just like, I don't even know who he was, and he just came out of nowhere, and I was like,
I
who
think
are
he
you?
was trying to make a statement of who he was. Like,
But I
he's
feel
like,
It was
this is how I play. This is how I'm gonna win.
it was
Maybe it's not
obvious.
the best strategy, but I think that was his mindset going into the game. He doesn't know these people, so he doesn't care.
It was obvious that
Yeah.
me and Nat didn't want to be there, so I feel like that was like more of like a reason for him to like gun for us, kind of. But like we weren't doing anything to like provoke it. It was like we were minding our own business, playing our own game.
Easy, I know that you haven't been on the challenge, but my rookie season, it was like groups of us. Well, it was like pairs, but we ended up being in groups at one point, and it's just really about social and playing your cards right. I think he has the right mindset of coming in and not playing scared, but the way that he did it was in the wrong way because
I had said it. He came for Oscar. Oscar does have some numbers in the game. He's coming in new. He has nothing. So if you're gonna come for someone, don't come for someone that has numbers in this game.
Even that, it's the first challenge. It's like 9 in the morning. Everyone's aggravated already because people like just don't show up. There's just so many problems before the show even started, and then he comes in and just does his own thing.
Yeah, especially him being new too. It kind of was just like he played the wrong cards.
Like there was no reason for it.
do you feel like if he were to come back, would you guys ever like be civil with each other, or is that one gameplay gonna like mess up the whole next time he's here if he even comes back?
I just don't like the way he presented himself. I think that coming on as a rookie, you should kind of just play your own game and just learn to play your own game before making any kind of moves. Especially
makes
against
sense.
people who like have been on the challenge before.
Yeah.
I feel like if he came back, like it's not like I would have beef with him, but like I wouldn't mind throwing him under the bus either.
Like an easy game.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we all know Oscar, right? Everyone's very familiar with Oscar. Okay.
The firecracker.
The firecracker. Oscar, who calls you the firecracker? I would love to know. Anyways, so you saw he was a lot of mouth. He's a lot of mouth. So you saw that he was talking a lot of crap about Mike. So how do you think Mike handled the situation correctly, or do you think that Oscar was just pushing those buttons and he took it to another level, Mike?
I think it's both. Like, Oscar really knows how to push people's buttons, and he does it really well. It's something and he just keeps going. He doesn't stop, and he wants to be. He just likes to have all that attention, and he wants everyone to know
That he's here.
Yes,
His presence is known.
So he came off wrong. He made himself look bad the way that Mike made himself look bad to you guys. But Mike, he's 24. I think he should have died it down a little bit. But you know what? To each his own.
I think it got way too wordy with each other. Like, they got way too close to each other, and then Monica stepped in, and all of us in the back were kind of laughing because it was like, we didn't think it was going to happen that quick, like, the argument. But, like, the things they were saying, like,
Yeah, it just escalated way too quick.
Like-
And like I heard like someone talk about like hitting each other. I don't know
Yeah.
if Mike said he was gonna hit Oscar, but
That's
I was
crazy.
like, yeah, Oscar's
What
like a
would've
little
happened?
kid, and then Mike's like how tall and how old, and like.
Because we've had some pretty heated arguments on the challenge. Hello, do we not remember Bob and Caesar?
Do we not remember Alex and Brianna? We've had some pretty heated, but that That was
different.
Yeah.
That was
like too far.
Yeah, like that was here and the rest were like here. So I don't know. How do you think you would have handled it if a 13-year-old was coming at you the way Oscar was at Mike?
Honestly, knowing Oscar, if Oscar would have came at me, it's over. I'm 21, but I probably would have ended.
It just ran. I'm gonna do it.
But like, it wasn't worth it.
Oh yeah, you see,
Like,
it wasn't.
Like it was so like not needed.
I feel like the way that Oscar reacted was unnecessary. I feel like the way Mike reacted was unnecessary. I personally do like Mike. As a rookie, I feel like he came in guns blazing. He really didn't care who he hurt. Obviously, we saw that. But the way that you react to a 13-year-old, you kind of can't stoop that 13-year-old brain level mindset,
But like he said, he watched a few seasons.
He should have already known who Oscar was.
Like knows what Oscar's about. All of us know.
He did know. He told Oscar how he said, "You don't come. You don't win every season." So he clearly knew.
Yeah.
Oscar.
So I feel like at that point, like you're arguing with a 13-year-old. You know how he is. Like.
Yeah.
Just,
And Oscar's like that to everyone. It wasn't like specifically to Mike.
Yeah.
Even with Sabina, his own partner, they were bickering the whole time.
Yeah, I just think that if you know Oscar, the best thing to do is just laugh.
just be quiet.
Just
Even
laugh.
that, like that adds. I feel like that added fuel. Like I think Johnny was kind of like going like at him, like mess him up, and like egging him on almost, and like that didn't really help the situation either.
Yeah, so
We don't
let's
like
not egg
instigators.
let's not
egg people on the challenge. We come here to play, not to fight. So any more opinions on that fight, or is it dead?
I don't remember it happened, so I don't care.
Okay.
Too long ago.
Okay. And
Tori's fine. In honor of the challenge being called Trash Takeout, we're gonna do a little segment of trash talking.
So when we give you the green light, you're able to trash talk any one of your castmates for 1 minute. So you say what you gotta say, lay it out on the floor, be honest for 1 minute.
Once it's out,
You can't take it back.
You can't take it back.
So say what you gotta say.
So be wise, be bold, because we like that bold over here. Be extra, and say what you really feel. Say with your chest. The floor is all yours. Talk all the trash you want. We're gonna start with Monica.
Okay, let me start from, I guess, my rival. Know your place. Mike, you should probably stick to people that are your own age. Sabina, you're shady. Sabina, you're shady. Who else? Alex and Joni, you guys are mad fake for trying to throw me and my partner in. And I don't think I have anything else to say.
Okay, well, she had a lot to say about those people.
She let it out.
Next.
Mike, you're 24 years old, fighting with a 13-year-old. You're from Toms River, drove an hour away to compete with high schoolers. You tried to throw in me and Tori because we're weak, but then you took the weakest way out and went up against Oscar.
What else to say? Like Dad said, Mike, you're fucking stupid for driving over an hour to come here and compete with high schoolers.
Wake up really early.
Yeah, that extra. Oscar, you need to tone it down at least a little bit because one day you're gonna actually mess with the wrong person and really get your shit rocked, I think.
That is facts.
I mean, I love him dearly, but like, I don't know. There was just way too much arguing between Oscar and Sabina, which was just extra. Yeah.
okay, Monica.
The last time we played on a challenge together was 3 years ago in Invasion that sadly did not air. One of my best seasons, by the way. How did you feel coming back into the game after 3 years? Did you feel like the format was different? Did you feel like the challenges got harder? Did you feel like the new players weren't really meant to be a challenge star?
It was definitely a lot harder than what the last couple seasons I've done. It was way more physical, a lot more running. I was not in shape at all. I was kind of nervous. There was a lot of faces that I didn't play with or that I didn't get so far with.
Alright, so next question. So Nat, how did you feel about Mike calling you weak and Christine not wanting to vote you in?
Well, Christine, like, I didn't have a problem with her, like, from the beginning. She wasn't the one taking the ball away from us. So she was genuinely a nice person.
I don't believe that, like, Mike was, like,
A toxic person. Like, I think he was, like,
a decent person.
What was the question?
How did you feel about him calling you weak?
He called us weak, but like he's kind of like irrelevant, so it was kind of just like whatever. I mean, he could think that we're weak. That's his opinion, but at the end of the day, like if we would have versed him, he wouldn't have won. So.
Okay. And Tori, so what's the tea of this upcoming season, without any spoilers, of course, and just what we can expect?
A lot more drama, obviously. Harder challenges, which I think really screw everyone over in the end because a lot of backstabbing goes on.
Of course.
That's regular.
There was a lot of unexpected twists.
Yeah.
That
also regular here.
Yes.
Very
It
regular.
was a lot more than we expected.
So our viewers asked us questions. Now Deja and I are here to ask these ladies the questions.
So Tori, It's Michael Garcia asked, what if Anthony C was your partner instead of Natalie?
I probably would have just left. I mean, there's just no way of working with that kid because we fight over the dumbest of things and just can't work together.
But why? Like, I don't like. What is it about each other that just irks you?
Don't know. If we had a regular conversation, like, we'd be perfectly fine. But putting us in a challenge and we know each other's weaknesses and then we use it against each other.
That's a little scary because if you ever were his partner, I feel like you two would just demolish each other on purpose.
Yes. Like, it's like we're self-sabotaging each other.
The second question, this is, I think, for all of you. By habits_stay_high QOTC. Okay. If you had to choose a rookie as a partner, who would it be?
I think Alyssa Perez, because I think she was underestimated. I think she had a lot of strengths that weren't used throughout her game.
Okay.
Was Jonathan a rookie? I would have picked Alyssa Perez. The Alyssa Perez.
Wow.
I would have probably picked Jasenia only because I didn't know a lot of people. And I don't know, she's a close friend of mine. So it would have been easier. We would have been able to connect better. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel you.
A better connection, a better game.
I feel you.
You work as a one? Okay. So this question is from Monica from @ChallengeMarks. Monica, why you gotta give up JT? He seems like a blessing.
I guess he's trying to ask, why did you decide to give up
On JT, he seems like a blessing.
Yeah, not a blessing at all. So that answers your question.
Okay, so you could
I gave up on.
Marks.
Actually, let me.
I think you guys, like, worked well together, though.
Yes, I think we
considering the
worked
fact-
well together because as much as our relationship didn't work, we were always best friends outside of that. Not even outside of the relationship, just even our relationship was very rocky. It was on and off, and those off times we would still be together, but we were like best friends. So I guess that was the reason why we were able to,
work so well
pick it up
together.
and then just be able to work good together.
Okay.
Wow. That's so beautiful. I wish.
That's cute. That's
I
nice.
guess it's not the best feeling in the world because you have to put up with it if you want to win.
So now you're saying like you only were nice
No.
because okay.
No.
People are gonna think that. So
No,
I
I'm
wanted
not
to
saying
make that clear.
Everything was like genuine. I didn't fake anything, but if I had to pick someone, it wouldn't have been him.
Okay, makes sense.
Yeah.
Honest. This is from the Queen Marks. This is for Natalie and Tori. So Natalie and Tori, who is stronger and who's carrying?
Well, who carried who?
I don't think it was like anyone carrying
It was kind of balanced.
one another. Like, it was kind of like where I was weak, she was strong. Where she was strong. Where I was weak, she was strong. Where she was weak, I was strong. It was kind of like
Balance.
yeah. It was
Okay.
This is a question for all three of you girls. @Barday Cindy asks, do you want Caucus Challenge T page to come back?
Yes.
Yeah.
I would love for that to come back. I think that's what just stirs it up and just makes it all the more better when everyone meets up at the challenge. I think it's good for everyone.
I think it's nice that we have, like, fans that are really, like, that interested in, like, doing that and, like, kind of taking our level to, like, the next, I guess.
I think that's a yes for me because we need to stir the pot a little bit more.
So do you think that T page causes new rivalries, or do you think that kind of just shows people's true colors? because that's where, because all the behind the scenes somehow ends up on that page. So what you don't see, she could be smiling in your face, but really she's like fucking like bitch Nat.
You know, so like that would end up on the T page.
Yeah,
so you guys didn't have the rivalry before.
But now you have a rivalry, so that's someone you could always try to get out of the game.
I feel like a lot of people don't know what goes on behind the scenes. Like, I feel like
there's just more to it
Yeah.
than they think.
Yeah.
So what people are actually saying in the comments, they think they know. It's like, no, you're wrong. It happened this way, you know?
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, editing can make some people look bad. Of course.
Next question by It's Michael Garcia. What was it like finding out it was rivals?
I didn't know what to expect. I had a player in, not a player, what are they called? I guess yeah, I had a person in mind, but it wasn't who I expected when I revealed my partner.
Okay.
Yeah, same. As I said before, like I thought it was Malin, but it happens to be Victoria. So I was expecting rivals, but I wasn't expecting Victoria.
we get told nothing before. Like, it's like as soon as you get here and the camera goes, that's when you're told everything. So like your first reactions are our first reactions. So when they found out it was rivals, we didn't even know why we were in the garbage bags down at the park. So like seeing that, like I didn't even like think that, like, because I was an alternate and I didn't even know like who before. I didn't know the theme. So like finding that, like I still didn't know the theme, and then once we like started playing, like it made sense.
This question's for Monica. I want to know, how did you feel that Jasenia thought that you had picked JT over her?
Because she thought that you were able to pick partners.
Let me tell this to Jasenia, okay? Because you're gonna be watching this. The simple fact that you even thought that I would pick him over you makes you a fake ass bitch. The thought of it, okay? That's how I feel about it.
That's tea. So I have a question of my own. I want to know, what pairs did you guys want to see on this season besides from what you guys saw?
Because the last season that I was on with them, like that got blown out of proportion. I think you and Kendrick would have been a funny pair.
Who would you have wanted to see as a pair?
I want to see a lot of people as a pair.
We need to bring back a lot of people.
I really wanted to see
Alex and Brianna. I really wanted to see you and Malin.
Oh my god, I wanted to see that so bad.
I would probably want to be paired up with Haley. I'm not gonna lie. I would definitely want to be paired up with her. From old season, do you remember like old season? Like who would you want to see?
When are you gonna?
When
are you gonna be in the challenge?
I'm gonna be in the challenge.
That's the tea.
Stay tuned.
That is the tea. When are you gonna? We need him on the challenge. So whoever wants to see Easy on the challenge, vote.
Yes, vote.
Imagine like Mike and Oscar.
Oh, that would have been a good
pair.
next season, if anything.
Like if that ever like.
Oh shoot.
That's good.
Who else has beef that we could think of from the whole cast as a whole?
Bob and Anthony with that pole wrestling.
Bob and
Bob and Caesar.
Bob and Caesar. That
Bob
was
and
the
Caesar.
Andres and his ex-boyfriend. Me and his
shoot.
ex-boyfriend. Even better.
That's crazy.
Whoever knows knows. Who else? I really want to see Lindsay with each and every one of us girls.
You want to see Lindsay with me?
With me, with Jasenia.
I want to see how she's gonna be able to mature it up for the cameras and to work as a team. She did it with Clarence, so it shouldn't be a hard thing to do with us.
I feel like that's different though. To go back to an ex or go back to a friend, like I don't know.
You think it's easier? You thought it was easier.
I mean,
to
I
work
guess
with
how
John
it.
than
I guess
Jasenia?
how it ends. Oh no, I'd rather pick
Exactly.
Jasenia over John.
Exactly.
But I don't even want to say his name, God.
I
But
just wish a lot of people came back. Like,
Yeah.
there's so many good people that could have made such like a record for themselves.
So what the moral of this is that the new challenge is boring. Time to bring back the old people. The vets need to make their way. I'm coming soon, guys. Don't worry. Just schedule's hard. But because these rivals right now aren't really rivals, because you guys are low key friends.
Like
Yeah, because
it makes
I
me
feel like
so
this brought us
aggravated.
together. Like we like
What
even
it does.
in school, like we don't speak that much, but like since the challenge, like we kind of like speak more, and like everything is kind of like I think the air kind of cleared, and like both of us kind of just
Oh, but that's good.
Yeah.
But it definitely does bring you together because when I did Bad Blood with Damaris, I could tell you right now, like, me and her are the closest we've ever been.
Yeah, I can't say the same.
Were you on that season with me for Bad Blood?
No.
But like even so, like you guys were like you said before, you guys are mature. So I feel like you
I think I'm
found
mature,
a balance.
and he
you know?
just knows that I know that I like to win and I like to play to win.
I feel like the one pair that just didn't work well
Maybe I
together
like
at
the
all
team, who knows?
was Oscar and Sabina.
But it's crazy because Oscar and Sabina are like so close, like off camera, but then
But on
That's
camera,
it, they don't
they're
work
hate
well
each
together.
other.
They don't work
They
well
literally
together.
hate each other so much. It is.
They both can't
Bipolar.
set aside their differences and work together as a team. They pick at, like you said, with you and Anthony, they basically go to each other's weaknesses.
We have some more questions. So what theme do you want to see on the challenge besides what has already been on? What theme do you think will stand out the most?
Fans pick.
Okay.
teams.
That's actually pretty cool.
Okay, that's
I
actually
think
a different one. We've never done that before.
if a fan chooses, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Or
or fans like coming on the show to compete.
Mike was a fan.
Yeah, remember
Not a
how
fan.
that turned out?
But like fans paired with people from here, so maybe
Like they
fans
pick their partner.
like fans with vets or like fans with rookies, so like they don't know each other. You know?
I feel like we should do a season where just a bunch of random people, you pick out of a box a name, and that's your partner.
Oh, that would be that's a real roulette.
Yeah, because
It's
then like
risky.
it's
You
like
could
no
get
one
the
knows
worst
if
partner
there's
or the best
beef.
partner.
Yeah.
That is so risky. Wow.
Like
okay.
it's not plan beef or like anything else.
Yeah.
Take notes.
Spill the tea. Who auditioned and didn't make it?
That you know of.
Don't know anyone.
Yeah.
Everything is kind of under the radar. They don't really tell us.
Yeah.
That's
You just
crazy.
get there and
kind of
they're
show
there.
up that day.
Yeah,
But
we
like
don't know anything.
That's
you
actually very
also
true.
know that like
Oh,
people
okay.
aren't gonna show up. Like there's a lot of people that just say
Don't
like
show
yeah
up.
I'll be there and then like never show up. So I think that
That's
is
why,
a huge factor.
That's why this season was like.
Like there wasn't that many people in the season, and like a lot of rivals like weren't like expected because we were supposed to be paired with other people, so it was kind of just like a last minute thing.
Who are your top 3 favorite people on any season, and who do you want to see come back and try to redeem themselves?
I don't have favorites, but people that I want to see back would probably be Michaela. I don't know if you guys remember Michaela. I thought she was funny. She was hilarious. It's really funny to watch her. I would probably want to see Cameron. He was funny too. I don't remember how he played though. And Jaden.
Jaden was a good competitor, so.
Top 3, definitely Damaris and Sabina, because those are my girls. Andreas, I'd love to see you back. It's been a while,
You should come back. Let someone else host.
and you should join in.
I feel like no.
I think you should definitely come back. I thought you like know your games very well, and since you were the one who really got this started, like you play a fair game. Deja, I hope you do come back because you're a funny ass competitor.
Yeah, I think
I
Michaela.
want to see Easy. I want to see you.
I want to see me too.
Next season.
I really want to see you
Me too.
compete.
And you will.
Maybe even as my maybe not my partner.
You could be my partner. Don't worry.
What's up?
I'm a little scared.
Why?
I feel like if there was like a running competition, I wouldn't want to do it.
I'm a whole dancer. I mean, yeah, you're
Okay.
What? Did you see that? Like, what? So this is our last question before we wrap things up. What is your favorite season?
I want to say honestly, my favorite season was this one, that was Rivalry. I think it was like it was just very different than what we expected, and there was a lot of different people, a lot of different games that we've ever done. It was funny. There was a lot of drama. It was a pretty good season.
Okay.
My favorite was definitely last season, Deception. Like it was just like a lot of fun people on the show, like interesting, a lot of drama, especially the reunion. It was just a good time. It was a good season.
I think my rookie season had to be my favorite because there was a lot of rookies that season, and I feel like everyone played a good game. There was like a lot of challenges that I didn't see myself doing, but I was able to do.
Edie, do you have a favorite season?
I don't. My favorite season is the one I'm gonna be in.
Okay.
I like that.
Yeah, you know.
Next season.
And yours?
My favorite season.
I have to be Invasion. I wish you guys saw that.
I wish that would have
Literally
aired too.
My favorite season ever. I think
The gameplay was great. I think I played a great game. I had basically everyone that I would normally play a game with in that game. So yeah, definitely.
I feel like I tossed that season. Like that was like I went up against Savannah in elimination, and I just like did not try. And like
that season was actually really crazy.
I think it was there to watch, but I don't think that.
Like there was just like so many things that I like. I remember
the smoothie. Yep.
No.
I made that smoothie with
the snake.
yeah.
Putting your head inside the snake thing. I remember hearing
that,
Oscar scream because I remember
Of course.
I remember like trying it and not knowing that was gonna happen. Like I was kind of just told to like be there and like just all of a sudden a snake, which was very frightening.
Well, that's all we have for tonight. Make sure you stay tuned in with the Caucus Challenge because episode 2 will be airing very shortly. Easy, any last words for the viewers?
We hope you enjoyed this segment with me as your host. And yeah, we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Thanks for
Watch
watching.
episode
2 and episode 3 and all the other ones after that.